If a police officer pulled someone over and did some investigation, took them downtown, asked them to give a breath sample, and they blew into one of those machines and a ticket came out and it had a reading that was at or above a .08, most people standing around talking about that would say, he was drunk. He was driving while impaired. Now he's going to lose his license, right? The answer is absolutely not. When someone is investigated and then charged with a crime, DWI is no different, it's just a theory. And that's exactly what it is when someone's charged with driving while impaired. It's a theory that the police have, that that person was driving, and while they were driving, that their mental and their physical faculties were somehow impaired. And often the claim is it's by alcohol. We have so many cases where either the traffic stop is faulty or the police officer is less than candid in his report, or there is what some people refer to as a technicality, where constitutional rights are violated. Let me be clear, that's never a technicality. We are protected by our Constitution, and we are protected by our Constitution for a reason. And that's why I love my job. I get to sing and celebrate those protections every day. And I do that in trial with my clients when I quiet the noise that's going on from the theory, and I look closer and advocate harder than the other side. I love to dig in and determine whether or not what the officer is claiming in his affidavit is actually true, if it lines up with what was captured on body-worn camera, or if what my client remembers happened one way, if it matches what the police officer is claiming. You see, what happens when we conclude too soon that because a device says a number and therefore the person is guilty, we miss the whole point. We miss the idea that maybe it's true, but we have to then prove that it's true. So you're not sunk if you blew at or above the legal limit. As a matter of fact, it's simply a process that you've got to determine whether or not they can make their case. And so very often the state can't, or they fail to in some way, and you come out of this charge on the upside with an acquittal.